Help arrives, sometimes from people, sometimes from circumstances, and sometimes from what I call God, and what you may call the universe. Both are true, both are needed, and both work together. In order to take it to the next level, it's important to understand that we shouldn't act before introspection and communion both with our higher self and our Creator. To act without consulting is to move forward without being in alignment. It means moving forward incoherently, and even prematurely when the context isn't yet ripe. The timing isn't perfect. It's a bit like eating a sour apple. You can do this, but it won't taste the way it's meant to. Something will be quite off. We help ourselves most by praying and communing with our Creator and higher self. Some may choose to meditate. The idea is to allow ourselves to be still enough to exclude the background noise of the world and really and truly listen with spiritual ears. Spiritual hearing. I learned this years ago during a season when I was wrestling with a problem I simply couldn't solve on my own. The problem was out of my league. I remember stepping outside into the cold winter air of the small overseas town where I lived. The glistening, crisp, white snow crunched under my boots, my breath rose in little clouds, and the sunlight against a deep blue, cloudless sky made the whole world glitter as if I were in a fairy tale. It was beautiful, and yet inside, on a soul level, I felt desperate. I walked past the chalet-style homes, each one quiet and still, until the snow-covered road ended abruptly at the edge of a wall of tall green pines, a forest. It was as if the landscape itself was saying, "This is as far as you can go on your own." And this was true because I had reached the limit of my own natural human understanding. But in the days that followed, something shifted, not dramatically, not all at once, but significantly. Insights arrived, understanding happened, visible signs of divine comfort began appearing, circumstances aligned, God began to illuminate my next steps, and I realized that the solution I needed was not and could never be purely self-generated. It was a partnership, my willingness to act, to respond to the signs, small and not so small miracles I was witnessing, and divine assistance guiding that action. The Buddhists call this right action. My Christian tradition calls it divine intervention and following God's guidance. In truth, they must work as one. One of my favorite biblical examples is Joseph, Jesus' adoptive father, who received a warning in a dream. An angel told him to take Mary and the young child and flee to Egypt because danger was approaching. The message was divine, but the response was human. Joseph acted immediately. And because he did, the child survived and was able to complete his earthly mission. Help arrived, action followed, and the path forward opened in a foreign country, just as I had been in a foreign land. As you move through your own life, remember this: you are not meant to carry everything alone. You can take a break from the rush, the noise, the frenzy of the world, and look inside and commune with both your soul and your Maker. Answers to your most vexing questions will come, solutions that you never thought of will appear. What perplexed and blocked you will be made clear and almost miraculously dissolve. When the timing is right, the next step reveals itself by revelation, an unveiling that comes from outside of yourself in moments of stillness and connection to God, and you will move forward, not by trying to make things happen sooner by helping out God or the universe, but by a clarity that stems from deep understanding. You will move forward with assuredness that the moves you make are genuinely the ones that will carry you into the next stage of your life. This kind of movement forward can only come when you reach the limit of your natural understanding, when you reach your forest wall. Before you go, take a moment to carry this truth into your day. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Someone may need to hear these words of encouragement today.